Everybody has heard of the home advantage. The apparent psychological edge from competing on familiar ground. The benefits are obvious. The crowd are behind you. You know the terrain. This is your territory. But the home advantage brings no guarantees. Beware the false sense of entitlement. This is still the world's toughest off-road series. In the first half of the 2019 World Enduro Super Series, few riders could match the success of Spain's Mario Roman. Taking the top step at the opening race of the season, Mario's victory in Lagares was a masterclass. Third place at the Red Bull Hare Scramble cemented his position as one of the dominant hard enduro specialists in the series.
He's a really strong rider. I would say he's also one of the fittest guys in the paddock. And I think he's a clever rider. He's smart, riding really good.
He's definitely a contender everywhere you go, you know, especially the extreme races, you know, he's riding really strong at the moment and I feel like he's got a really good setup.
Mario's come from a trials background, heard it before, but you can see the skills there. Mario actually came on one of the Jarvis schools when he was a kid, so, you know, that's probably why he's doing so well.
For the fourth race of the season, Mario is back in Spain for Hispania Hard Enduro, a three-day event combining a city prologue, a cross-country loop, and finally, a punishing hard enduro. The week concludes in Hispania's iconic final location, an abandoned quarry full of rough descents and expert-level hill climbs. With the overall winner collecting the most combined points from all three races, a consistent performance each day is key.
I'm so happy to be here in Hispania. This is the most popular extreme enduro event in Spain. It's my fourth time over here, and I feel like my home race. I think the biggest challenge in Hispania is that you have to be a complete rider. You have to be very good every day, and every day is not the same kind of format.
Here we are in the quarry of Hispania. The last day of event is gonna be here, and this is the most important place because the start is here and the finish is here. For sure, these couple of uphills and downhills are super difficult. So even if you have a good gap, anything can happen. You can lose 5 minutes like this. My worst part, I think, are the downhills. The downhills are crazy. You will see, guys, how we must walk in the side of the bike because it's impossible to ride over with the bike. This is the earliest downhill of the last lap of Hispania. There is only one line and you cannot do any mistake because it's so dangerous. It's super steep. It's insane.
Another rider on course is fellow Spaniard and privateer Sandra Gomez, the only female rider at Hispania in 2019.
Well, we are looking for different lines because this is the beginning of the lap, so maybe somebody is crashing here or just pushing.
As one of the best female trials riders, a Super Enduro world champion and an X Games medalist, Sandra is one of the greatest female off-road riders on earth. Alongside her brother Alfredo, the two are in the process of creating a Spanish off-road dynasty.
Last year, maybe it was going down, I don't remember well, but the completely opposite. New steps, new uphills, new downhills, everything new. I like, looks like amazing, looks like more technical than ever, so I think it's better for me.
Hispania's opening race is the City Prologue, a short techie sprint favouring the Endurocross experts. Despite the course playing to her strengths, it's a rough start for Sandra, who thought was on a log section during the qualifying lap, and she fails to earn a spot in the finals.
I feel okay. I knew it could happen. That's a slippery floor. I couldn't do it, but that's the race. It doesn't matter. Let's see tomorrow.
We are looking final look of the prologue. I did the qualifying already. It was good, not big mistakes, so I will go straight to the final. And I'm looking the best line to try to improve for the final. There is few sections, especially the Joker lane. Every rider has to pass at least twice. It will be a big mess. I did my best. I overpassed 5 riders, which is good, but not enough. The Joker lane, it was super difficult. I followed Graham and Alfredo, and it was quite good. Only a small mistake, losing like 5 or 10 seconds, but it's okay. Feel amazing to have all the crowd, friends, and family over here. Everyone want a picture with me, and it's so super special for sure. It's extra motivation for the weekend.
Since 2016, Mario has ridden for Sherco Factory Racing alongside teammate Wade Young. Compared to KTM and Husqvarna, the two largest teams in the series, Sherco are a relatively small manufacturer. But their track record for results far outstrips their modest presence in the paddock.
Riding for Sherco is very good. It's not the biggest manufacturer in the off-road, but I feel like they are doing super good job. The bike is amazing, a lot of improvements every year. We have a good team supporting us every race. We travel, I think, more than the other brands. Like we do almost like 20 events per year, which is amazing. And I cannot complain. I'm super happy and stoked to be in this team. I feel super comfortable on a smaller factory, but doing, I think, the same or even better job. Since 2018, me and Wade Young proved that we don't need to have a big track in the paddock. Last year I win 9 races, Wade 8, so I think we proved that Sherco is super strong, and this year is happening the same.
Day 2 at Hispania is a grueling 6-hour cross-country loop around the local lake. With only the 50 fastest pros qualifying to race the next day, the pressure is on to keep the pace high.
I'm quite happy. I finished 4th overall. It wasn't the result I want to get it, but I pushed 100% the whole day. I had a couple of big crashes, and I tried to chase them again. And sometimes I chase them, but again one crash. I did like maybe 5-6 crashes, and you cannot make so many mistakes.
It's been a tough day for Mario, and further back, Sandra is also having a rocky time on home soil.
Are you okay? Yes!
Are you okay, son?
Yes!
No?
I cannot be out. Oh.
Despite her crash, Sandra finishes inside the top 50, securing a spot in the final hard enduro race.
I feel super good now because, I'm racing tomorrow. I'm racing tomorrow. First lap was so crazy, so bad. I was feeling destroyed. But the good thing is tomorrow I'm 46. I was pushing super hard in the second lap because they told me I was like 53 in the first lap, and Oh, I passed some riders and it was incredible. I feel so good now. Super tired, but super motivated for tomorrow.
It's day 3, we are almost in the beginning of the race, in the start, looking the cave. The bikes are already inside, it's super cool. I think it's unique and I'm super excited. It's full of crowd, like 10 or 12,000 people, so it's amazing.
On a brutal course, Mario proves why he's one of the world's best hard enduro riders. Setting a dominant pace, he forges a 2-minute lead ahead of his closest rival, Graham Jarvis. But after 2.5 hours, and with the finish in sight, that lead has gone.
It's very easy to lose the focus in a race. Everyone is training a lot his body. Not all of them are training his mind. This year I'm working a lot my mind, and I can focus even more than last year, and I can control my mind in a stress situation.
I'm so happy. I can't believe that I win. You know, we have a big pace like the top 4 in the beginning, and I was thinking this pace is impossible to hold it for a long time. After mid-race, I was very comfortable in the lead, and Graham arrived in the end, and it was really difficult to keep pushing in front of him because he was making no mistakes. He passed me almost in the end, and in the very last uphill, I passed him again, and it's incredible feeling. It's unreal.
Despite the win on day 3, it's Jarvis that collects more overall points, taking the Hispania crown. Mario settles for his 3rd consecutive podium of the season, remaining one of the biggest threats to the overall West title in 2019. At the bottom of the quarry, Sandra has finished her weekend in 38th overall, beating almost 150 other riders.
One of the hardest days, I think. It was super intense because it's all-time difficult points, all-time hard, all-time pushing. I'm here on the finish point. It's amazing. I'm very happy.
Next time on West Diaries, Tadej Blazouziak and American snowmobile legend Keith Curtis take on the toughest hard enduro rally on earth, Red Bull Romaniacs.
This.